So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge just recently launched on all systems, including the Nintendo Switch, and I've really been enjoying this. So it takes after the cartoon style. So if you are familiar with what the cartoons looked like, this is very much taking after the cartoon. It even has the music at the very beginning, although the words, not the words have changed, but the timing of some words have changed in the song itself. I don't know what the reasons are for that, but other than that, it's really fun side scrolling beat 'em up type Turtles game that from the arcade, and up to 6 players can play in person or online. I've not done any of that yet, but I've just played it single player. But yeah, there's a lot packed in here. Greg, what do you think of this game?
It's actually like super fun. So I think on previous podcasts I've said like I wasn't the biggest fan of like the second one, but that's definitely changed my mind like with this one. Like I think it plays a lot smoother and it's really a blast to play with other people. Like my daughter saw me playing and then she realized that she could join in and then she had a lot of fun playing for a number of levels and then it's really cool that there's all these different moves they can do. It's not just like, oh, just kick, punch, and then that's it. Like, no, you can actually like do grabs. You can like do slams. You can like do all sorts of different like combo moves and everything all together. And there's a variety of ways to attack all the different foot soldiers and robot enemies and like the rock monsters later on and everything too. So everything is very awesome. Like there's lots of combat potential and lots of learning to be done. I mean, there's different difficulty levels, which is great too. So I did like the very basic one. As I said, I'm not he's the biggest fan of like the original one the first time around, but definitely will be trying to step up my game like when I play like with other people online down the road. So I've maxed out Splinter already, and I've already like beat the story mode on like one player, and
Nice.
then I've just been kind of going through and trying to redo other missions and the challenges that they offer on each level and everything too. So it's been a huge blast to play.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you've actually played a lot more than I have. Then I think I made it through the first 4 levels, but I was also like I've slowed myself down because I was considering like if I wanted to do the whole gameplay playthrough and everything on my gaming channel. So I have slowed myself down and then stopped from like progressing so fast, just in case I need to record it and everything too or stream it. But it's been so much fun what I have experienced in the first 4 levels, and I love how you can at any point treat it like an arcade system and just like jump into matches that are already happening with other players. So
Yep.
like I said, I haven't done that yet, but it was so cool to like play around with it and realize, wow, you can just hop right in just like you go to the arcade, put down your quarters, and like it was just like you're hopping in with strangers or hopping in with friends, and that's really fun. And it's cool that you can do the regular story mode and have like all these continues and everything and just progress at 3 different difficulty levels, if I remember correctly. I think it's like easy,
Yep.
medium, and hard. But then you can also
Yeah,
do
sounds later.
arcade mode, which is basically like you have limited continues. So it's like, just like you would be in the arcade. I am definitely not up for that right now. I'm going to continue on through the regular version for now, but it's cool that they incorporated that just, for those people that do want to have that kind of experience.
Yeah, I thought that was really great to have those different types of modes, and I did do some online matches, and it was pretty fun to just play with some other people, and it was pretty like seamless and flawless for the most part. I know there was one particular level I was on, like one player completely froze, and we couldn't even move because the game was trying to like tell us to like, oh, we got to move forward, and this player's at the back of the screen, so you can't just like have him walk off the screen. And then thankfully, so it got like disconnected, but then another number of other players ended up disconnecting after that. So it
Hmm.
was like me and one other player after having like 4 or 5 of us playing at once for a little while. So
Hmm.
um, yeah, and then there are has been a few like glitches with it. Like I've had the game like force close and like completely shut down like from using the online mode as well too.
Oh,
Um, so that kind of stunk there, and I definitely think that there might be some patches that need to come down the line. I don't know why that was happening, but um, just playing like single player was all perfect and fine and everything. This is only when I've been trying to play online and access that. So I really don't think it's my connection, but I
Hmm.
can't say for sure that it's not. But that was slightly alarming to see just the game just shutting down on its own, just being able to like for
Yeah,
issues like that.
yeah, that's crazy. Did you get the downloadable version or did you get the cartridge?
I got the download version. I don't think the cartridge is fully processed yet through
Oh,
limited
it's
run yet.
still
I
yeah.
think.
So yeah. So if you do want the cartridge, I think they have like different packs and everything that you can purchase. I know some of them are still waiting on that from limited run. So that's where you can get the physical version of the game. But the digital version, I think it's actually on sale. I don't know how long it's going to be on sale right now, and I was able to get it down to I think $20 after I cashed in a little bit of my gold coins and then the sale and everything. So for $20, do you think this $20 to $25, we'll say, because I think the regular price is somewhere around 25, 27 or something like that. Of course, plus tax in most places. Do you think this is worth it, Greg?
I 100%. There's lots of content here and pretty much endless replay value to like try to go through and just having fun with friends and playing through the levels like in the arcade mode. Like you don't have to just stick to story mode 100% of the time. There's lots of replay value to like level up every single one of your turtles and the other non-turtle characters to level 10. And there's certainly lots of content there to be worth like 20 like a that 20 $25 price range. And
Mm.
the levels aren't like super long. They're like usually like 5 to 10 minutes at most, so it's, I mean, they're a pretty good chunk of time to be playing through and lots of fun to be had, especially if you're a Turtles fan.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's really cool to the the classic arcade does it's there's a difficulty level there, and some people could get frustrated by the point of that was to get your money in the arcade, right? But to be able to have those easier difficulty levels on there makes it really accessible for a lot of different people, and so I'm guessing your daughter had a fun time with it, so I'm guessing she didn't think it was too difficult.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was also on the easiest difficulty level, but I mean, it was still, I mean, she's pretty much new to that kind of genre of game to begin with, like just the beat 'em up style games. Was that was like our first game in that genre. So
Hmm. Yeah.
it, there's definitely lots of content there, especially if you're huge into turtles. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get every single challenge done or anything, but there's still, I think it's still 100% worth like what I paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of those challenges of like not getting injured at all throughout the whole thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm never going to be able to pass those challenges at all, even on the
Yeah,
easy.
those are the only challenges that I couldn't complete
Yeah.
is the undamaged ones.
Yeah. So it'd be fun to see some people do it though. I'm sure some people are going to do it and it's going to be a blast to watch them online for sure. But that's not me. And I don't have the time to practice that much to be able to get all those challenges. But if that's
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
more power to you.
I tried the first level where that first appears, and I can't get past like the first few screens without getting hit somehow. I don't know how that's possible, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I not worth too much more time into that.
Not at all. And there are random times, yeah, when you're like clearly like this, it's a beat 'em up. So you have to like, step aside, your disbelief and things like that and just realize that like, yes, I shouldn't have been hit at that moment, but it's a beat 'em up. Sometimes that happens. And, I'm sitting there whacking a guy and then all of a sudden he just turns around and hits me back. Like that doesn't happen, but it's a Turtles beat 'em up. Those happen in Turtles beat 'em ups. It's okay. Move on. And once you like get that through your head, like I was able to just have a blast with this game.
Yeah, that's not like the original Double Dragon either, where the other enemies on the screen just watch you go one on one
Right.
with a particular enemy either. So it's much harder to stay unharmed because pretty much anything that can come after you will. It's not just going to stand around and wait for you to be done fighting.
That's true. Yeah, they come in and like they take their opportunity, which I always thought was funny. Like if I were, witnessing a fight, I wouldn't just be like, "Okay, you go, then I'll go." They're like, no, I'm gonna like wait till like you're distracted, and I'm gonna come up from behind you, and that's actually what the Foot Clan does in this game. So you got to be ready. You got to be on your toes.
Yeah, I know that's how the cartoon worked, but this is more of a game.
Right, right. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge is available now. You can get it on Switch, which Greg and I have, and I think it's great because you can take it on the go. But you can also get it on PS4, Xbox, and Steam, and I think PS5 and all that stuff too, because goes up. But yeah, great game. Right now, I think it is on sale in a lot of different places, so make sure you take advantage of that.